like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
You guys, this is why I always do a mic check. When y'all say no sound, y'all already know. If y'all can't hear me them first 5 seconds into the video, you already know. Press 1 if y'all can hear me now. If y'all can hear me now, press 1. We got a mic check. Press 1 right now. This is the reason why I always do a mic check, man. When I come here, everybody like, hey man, why you always do a mic check ticket? Because the StreamYard might be acting crazy sometimes. Don't even be my mic. It be StreamYard. But that's why you always got to do the check first to make sure you're straight. Salute to everybody who supported the channel, man. Everybody who been in the Cash App, PayPal, finna shout out everybody that sent donations tomorrow morning as we come in tomorrow. Tonight. I'm going to do it tonight, tonight's show. For everybody who's been sending donations in Cash App, PayPal, so showing love, man. All the people who've been standing 10 toes with me. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle, you know what I'm saying? I'm going against a lot of people that disagree with me. You feel me? But it's not because I just want to go against somebody. It's because, you know, hey man, listen, I got morals and ethics. I stand on something, bro. And you know, people are saying that, oh, this is just a domestic violence situation, bro. People acting like domestic violence is cool. Let's just stop right there. They're acting like domestic violence is, oh, this is that motherfucker would still be going to prison if it was domestic violence. So this isn't a domestic violence situation only. This is the Diddy have a problem with putting his hands on people, not just domestic violence, because domestic violence is in your home with your spouse, things like that. Diddy beating up on employees, cooks, everyday working people. They saying he allegedly beat the hell out that girl, Capricorn Clark, that's coming up there tomorrow. And here's the bad news. I had Kid Cudi on the screen. Right, I had Kid Cudi on the screen, and I got something to say about that. Let me get to that real quick before I tell y'all what's going on. Let's go back to that. So now you got Chopper running around here, right? And shout out to my boy Art of Dialogue. You know I got love for him, man. But Chopper, what the hell is wrong with you, man? You got Chopper running around here talking about some. He putting Kid Cudi on blast, who's not a gangster rapper, who's not in the gang. He's not a thug. He's not a gangster. None of that stuff. You putting him on blast because you said that he going to testify to tear a black man down. When nigga, you getting paid to go from platform to platform to platform to talk shit about Diddy, nigga. Like, it makes sense. Kid Cudi could have did what y'all did. He could have went from all these platforms for years and got stupid guap just to talk about the situation with his car. He didn't. The man literally was going to let the situation, if this situation didn't come up, he literally was going to let it roll forever. But when them people come call you, see, this is the thing that guys like Chopper who have small minds don't understand. When the feds come call him and subpoena him to court, if he doesn't go, they can press criminal charges against him, bro. So what the hell you think he got to sit in jail because Diddy want to act like a goddamn fool? And I don't want to hear about, oh, Diddy took his girl because Diddy took Ryan Leslie's girl, nigga. Can't play that game with me, nigga. I got extra cook over here. Straight like that, nigga. Can't no PhD niggas hold me down. So like I said before, right? Chopper done went from network to network, profiting off talking shit about Diddy. Kid Cudi could have did that for years. For all these years that happened, Kid Cudi could have did that. Come on now. Kid Cudi could have did that. Make it make sense. Kid Cudi could have went on all these news stations. Kid Cudi could have went and got guap. He could have did what y'all was doing. He didn't do that. They called him and subpoenaed him up there. You know why? Because it was a criminal investigation. You know why? Ladies and gentlemen, Diddy got more bad news. Everybody running around here talking about, oh, I don't see Rico. I don't see Rico. Tomorrow you're going to see Rico completely in the fall. Because not only is old girl getting ready to go up there. Yeah, let me show you her. Remind you and refresh your memory. Not only is she going up there, where's she at? Right here. Yeah, Capricorn. She testify tomorrow. Not only is she going up there tomorrow, but the feds. You know how when you go to the casino, if y'all go to the casino and you bet, you know how you get on the blackjack table or you bet and you know what I'm saying, you basically secure your bet. The feds secured their bet. You know why? It ain't just Capricorn that's going to go up there and allegedly tell y'all a whole lot of stuff, right? That's going to put their edges around all of that stuff Kid Cudi was talking about, right? She's going to fill in a lot of the pieces tomorrow, right? And a lot of people don't understand why it's important that the feds have shown y'all all of this violence and all of these different things. They've showed y'all this because what they wanted to do in the mind of the juries is come out and present that this is all of the things that Diddy has been able to do. Beat the hell out of all these people. So they showing you all these beatings, all these people that came and said they was assaulted, they was mistreated by this man. It wasn't just domestic violence. See, the feds, they wiping that domestic violence bullshit out because they're getting girls who didn't date Diddy, that Diddy allegedly beat the dog hell out of. They're getting women who came up there that Diddy didn't have no personal relationship with, that Diddy put his hands on allegedly. But see, tomorrow, and that Kid Cudi thing, is going, man, boy, it's the street sweepers coming. Tomorrow, after Capricorn gets up there, it says everything she gonna say, and filling a lot of the dots, and a lot of the gaps, and a lot of the spaces that everybody don't understand. The feds have announced that they also have the police and the fire department coming to testify tomorrow about what they found at that scene of Kid Cudi's car. And see, now you bozos who tried to call this man a rat, you will not be able to do that because the police got involved, the fire department got involved, and they did a thorough investigation. But I know y'all don't read pretrial paperwork. You niggas don't care. But tomorrow the police and the fire department are coming to testify as well after Capricorn Clark. And that now all makes sense because it says, if you look, ladies and gentlemen, in the second paragraph, it says approximately 2 weeks later, the defendant's co-conspirators set fire to Kid Cudi's vehicle by slicing open the car's convertible top and dropping a Molotov cocktail inside. The interior. Police and fire department reports extensively document the arson and conclude that the fire was intentionally set. Multiple witnesses stop. The police and fire department reports extensively document. This is why they have the police and the fire department coming in to testify on their report. They're going to bring that police. They're going to bring that fire department in there. They're going to put Capricorn's word. And they're going to have a few more major surprises come up for y'all after that this week. See, and I'm going to tell y'all something, man. The devil is a lie. And y'all finna find out this week, right? And I'm telling y'all this right here. I'm surgical with this thing, boy. Because when I'm on it for real. I'm on it for real. The feds made starch allegations in this paperwork, pre-trial paperwork that none of these clowns read, but they just come on here talking about, oh, they hating on Diddy, they hating on Diddy. No. You have to read the paperwork. See, the feds said it as if they know for sure. They have proof that these people were hired by Diddy. Now, what's the way that they have proof? Think. The way that the feds have undisputable proof is by having the actual people who did it testify. See, if you read the pretrial paperwork stated some things to me. The pretrial paperwork said that Diddy's team allegedly is going to question the veracity of these people who allege they committed these crimes in this case because of criminal history and things like that. And I had to think. I said, what the hell is they talking about, criminal history? Cassie don't got no criminal history. Don Richard ain't got no criminal history. Capricorn ain't got no criminal history. But Roger Bonds was in prison for 12 years, if I'm not mistaken, before he went to work for Sean Diddy Combs. That's if I'm not mistaken. Now it all makes sense. All y'all saying is not Rico. Well, after tomorrow and this week, and everybody that's calling Kid Cudi a rat when he was facing jail time, he was facing prison time if he didn't go up there and testify because he was subpoenaed. And if you don't answer a subpoena in federal court, they can give you up to 5 years in prison just for that. Just for that. Because what they call that is obstruction of justice. See, it's different if Kid Cudi was in the game and part of a conspiracy. Kid Cudi was part of no conspiracy. He was a victim. He was somebody who had something done to him and violated, and he's not in the game. So he don't live off those rules that you guys try to put in place, right? And Chopper, all you out here talking about a black man, what about all the black women that Diddy beat the fuck out of? What about all the black women that Diddy put his hands on, nigga? That chef is going to come up this week too. Chef Jordan. She's going to come up this week too. Now, Roger Bonds had previously stated that Diddy did that woman dirty and took his finger allegedly and put it in the middle of her forehead and was pushing her, and she stood up for herself and said, don't put your effing hands on me. I don't know if she said effing, but he said, don't put your hands on me. And Roger Bonds said in that interview with Vladimir that Diddy pushed her with all his might outside of that house and off them steps. Demon time, nigga. But don't nobody care about these black women that's getting assaulted. They don't care. And that's the reason why everybody says, why are these black women acting like this? That's what, because these punk ass niggas Ain't no protection from these hoe ass niggas. It's just a bunch of fucking demons running around here. Excuse my language. I gotta get on a level though. See, it's different when you can say Cassie. Cause yeah, you know, Cassie was in there doing some stuff too. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody said, well, how can Cassie get off? How can she get off? Because Cassie wasn't stupid like Diddy. When the feds came to Cassie and offered her a deal, she took it. When the feds went to everybody else that's testifying against him and offered them deals, they took it. The only dude that didn't want to take the plea is Diddy. He's the only one that don't have a brain. He didn't even have to snitch on anybody. He could have just told on himself. Did some years, came out, had some time left. But I'm going to tell you something. You read all this pretrial paperwork, that judge don't buy a damn thing Diddy says. And he going to send that boy to prison for the rest of his life. You watch what I tell you. But tomorrow, the police department and the fire department come in and testify. After that girl, she goes in there. And everybody was running around YouTube saying, oh, well, Cassie gave the low. Cassie get, Tomorrow, you're going to figure out how Diddy allegedly got that low, that location to Kid Cudi's house. And you're going to allegedly find out how he got it. Because all you had to do was be smart. All you had to do was be hooked on phonics and read. And if you read paragraph number 1 in the pretrial paperwork, it says, for example, in the early morning hours of December the 22nd, 2011, the defendant and a co-conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint. Why have the feds been talking about all these guns with Diddy? Why did the feds bring up the Suge Knight situation? Everybody's confused. It has nothing to do with anything. It does. The feds laid the table. They set the table. They put the plates. They put the fork. They put the knives. They put the spoons. They put the cups. Now they finna serve the food. They showed you that you had multiple people that said, did he have a propensity to walk around here with guns on him? And they, he got them semi-automatics and he got a revolver. When them hollow tips hit you. Yeah, see? So now, when Capricorn comes in, you have the fact that they found unmarked guns in his house. Defaced serial numbers. You have all the testimony from the prior people who have put Diddy in the same room as guns. So now when Capricorn comes, and if she says, hey, the reason why they got that address to Kid Cudi is because I allegedly had a blicky put to me, game over. Because all they got to prove is 2 of the Ricos, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. Diddy did this shit to himself. Diddy was legendary. Diddy was a hard worker. And he was a guy that was motivated. Diddy had a great talent for hearing sound and just getting artists and putting out great hits, having his artists put out great hits. His work can't be denied. But his downfall is he had a problem. And one of his main problems is that he liked to put his hands on a lot of people. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If I wasn't sitting here in my living room, if I was at the trial, if I was the attorney, I would say in the closing arguments to the jury and to all the people that's watching, they say, Sean Diddy Combs' team says that They take responsibility for the domestic violence. But I think that's a lie. I don't think they've taken any responsibility. And the reason why is this. First and foremost, when Cassie came out with a lawsuit, and in her lawsuit, she detailed how Diddy beat the living hell out of her, he said that everything she put in there was a lie and that he will be waiting to prove his truth. He didn't take responsibility from the beginning. Then he put out that apology video once that video came out of him kicking on her ass. He put out an apology video and said, I'm sorry. And then what did he do? He took it down and made more excuses talking about they didn't see the whole video. He doesn't care about it. That's what I would tell the whole jury. He didn't take responsibility. Why did he take the video down? Why did he take the video down? The apology. Why did he come out and contest it? Oh, y'all didn't see the whole tape. They sped it up. They left parts out, all this other stuff. And then in the final arguments, I would say that make matters worse. You'd have to be the biggest fool in the history of America, in the history of this world, to know that you're in New York City after your homes have been raided and that you're waiting on the feds to come pick you up. And what in the blue hell are you preparing to do? Have another freak off. See, they're more focused on, and Roger Bonds cleared this up with the Cassie situation. You know, Cassie hit this, Cassie hit that. Roger Bonds said the only reason why Cassie hit Diddy is because the nigga had beat the living hell out of her for so long. He said he was proud that she stood up for herself against him. Roger Bonds also spoke about that Kim Porter told Diddy, if you hit me again, I'm going to put a mark on your face and everybody's going to have to ask you about that mark and where you got it from. And he said that's the way that Kim Porter would get Diddy off of her. Right? See. It ain't just about Cassie Ventura. You guys are going to find this out very soon. Cassie was just a piece of this puzzle. You guys need to figure out there's still a victim number 2. There's still a victim number 3. There's still a victim number 4 and possibly a victim number 5 to testify. With all new witnesses, all new testimonies, and all new situations. So if you think you're going to be able to get through and just off with saying, because the fans, they're smarter than you. They're smarter than you. You thought you were just going to say, oh, she's a hoe. And that's it. Not going to work. It ain't just Cassie, baby. It ain't just Cassie, baby. Right? Some witnesses on that list. Some more witnesses on that list. The fire department and the police department will be testifying tomorrow, along with Capricorn Clark. And then after that, the feds have a bigger surprise. It's crazy. How can you even have bigger surprise? But what the feds have lined up for Diddy, the final act from what I heard, the final act, when the last piece of the puzzle walks into that courtroom and gets on that stand, Sean Diddy Combs gonna think he saw a ghost. I'm gonna let you wait for that. I'm gonna let you wait for that. Right? It's gonna be hard to call everybody a liar. It's gonna be hard to say everybody committed crimes, but they didn't do it for you, but they all work for you. It's gonna be hard. Right? I'm gonna give everybody this and I'm gonna leave. When you're building a house at first, the foundation might not be as strong as you think it is. But when you start adding those blocks and building that house up and solidifying that foundation, oh, it gets harder and more stable and more sturdy. And by the time they finish building the house, well, you know what it is. Sean Diddy Combs would have respected the people that work for him. If Sean Diddy Combs would have kept his hands to himself, I don't even think we'd be here. Because I think those people who already didn't want to testify, even after everything they saw and all the abuse verbally and mentally and all these things they took, I think that more of those people would have stood 10 toes down for him. That's why life is all about how you treat people, man. See, I'm going to tell you something. If a guy's my partner, I ain't never going to violate that brother or disrespect that sister. In front of the whole wide world or in front of other people anyway. If I got something to say to you, I'm going to say it to your face. Or I'm going to call you. I'm going to say it to you. Right? People skills. How you treat people. How you talk to people on a daily basis. Right? People that work for you. Do they like working for you? Do they like working with you? Ask yourself these questions. I asked myself that question because I used to have a propensity for violence. I used to have a very bad temper. I used to have a very bad anger when I was younger. I got in so much trouble, my parents sent me to military school. I got in so much trouble, my father had to come to school and give me a spanking at the school. I was so bad, the principal helped him and gave that nigga the paddle. But I'm happy that he was hard with me because I learned the error of my ways. And now it helps me try to be a help to other people who are younger, so they don't grow up with this same stupid mentality that's being displayed to them, which is be dumb, go get all the money, and then get right back to them with stupidity. Right? Right? So that's why when you get in these positions, you always respect the position. When you're blessed to be in that position and you respect the people that's rolling with you and that's working with you. You ask yourself when you go to work every day, do my coworkers respect me? Forget if they like me. Do they respect me? Do they know that I treat them good? Just as respectable people? Or are you always an asshole, causing problems, stirring up shit? right? It's called maturity, man. And that's something that Diddy apparently never did. But he'll have the rest of his life in prison to think about it. Like, share, subscribe.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.